going on?
We're in the pod right now. We're just chilling right now. This is another live stream. We're still doing a little test here. Who do I got on to the right of me?
2Marvelous Productions.
That's your name?
Of course, that's my name.
All right, I go with that.
Why would it not?
All right, I can go with that.
Everything I do is 2Marvelous.
I got you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad.
Brand.
I got you. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. That's what we're here for. We coming here. We live streaming today at the pod. We still going through some testing right now, but right now we just want to say hello everybody. And what you got to say? What you want to say, nephew?
Man, I'm really just here to talk to the independent artists.
Okay, what you gonna say to them?
To let them know, like it's hard out here.
Okay.
To be independent artist, but it's getting a lot easier. All these big labels there's programs and systems and stuff where you don't need a big label no more. You can do all that by yourself.
Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing to let the other artists know that it's easier? What are you doing? How are you doing it?
Well, me mainly, I'm doing it by just doing me. I'm gonna cut across you, but what does doing me mean? What does that mean? It's basically like you show them. You move how you move and do what you want, and show the ones coming under you that this is how you do it. This is how you get it done. But you can still do it in your own way. But the question is, okay, if a young artist will come up to you right now and say, "I need you to tell me how to do it." What would you say you need to do? A, B, C, and D. You cannot say do it how I do it. How would you guide them to do it? That's the question. How would you guide them? I would tell them basically, you guys need to trust your instincts. Trust your music. It's gonna be songs that's gonna hit, and it's gonna be songs that's not gonna hit. That's number one. Let me ask you a question. And the reason I'm saying is because, go ahead. Let you finish. Go ahead, finish. And number two, promote your music. You got DistroKid, Instagram, YouTube. Pay for promos. Pay for you're not gonna get anything without paying for anything. So make sure you get your video ads. Like on YouTube, you can buy your ad, get played before everybody, video and things like that. That's how you really get heard. You don't need to spend millions of dollars on equipment. You don't need to spend millions of dollars on promo. You don't have to be that music label. You just got to be you and make sure you get your music heard. So how many songs do you have out now so far? Me personally? Yeah, I'm a producer, but at the same time, I still do record and write music. I got 2 songs out right now, just for a little play around. But right now, I'm working on a whole album. So, be on the lookout for that. Do you have a scheduled time when you think your album will be out? Do you have a estimated time? So sometimes it's not about an estimated time. Sometimes you have to do your promo and wait. As an independent artist, you're not one of those big labels, so it's more or less about time. It's more about shine. So once you get those certain amount of views and that certain buzz, just you'll feel it in your heart when you're like, okay, now I need to drop this thing. So my question is, so when do you know you're feeling your heart? What's the buzz? What's the buzz? The buzz is when you getting so many views and you ain't never seen before. When you keep seeing people repost your song, replay your song, or you getting views that you never thought you'll get before. That's when you know. That's when you know it's time. All right. And it's gonna take time, but it works. Trust me. Okay. It works. All right. I trust you. Well, we just chopping it up. Like I said, we still testing out equipment. I would love to hear some of your music. Where can they find your couple of songs at? All streaming platforms. If you want to listen. So what's the name of one of them? You can listen to the Cold World. That's everybody's favorite. I'm a little bit straying away from that type of music right now. But Cold World is out. You go check that out too. 2Marvelous Productions on all platforms. So name some platforms to all platforms. Name one they can go to right now if they want to see it. Apple Music, YouTube. There you go. Tidal, Amazon Music, Spinrilla, Spotify, you name it, is there.
So how would they get in contact with you if they want to? If they want you to produce? So do you go to a studio that you are affiliated with, or how will somebody contact you? And if they contact you, what would they contact you for?
If you want beats, mixing, mastering, recording, you can contact me mainly on my Instagram through my DMs. That's where I do a lot of my work at as of right now. And that's 2.Marvelous.
That's it.
2.Marvelous. That's it.
Okay. You know, I'm an old head, y'all. I'm an old head. You know, I don't even know what Instagram is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So what else? So what would you want to tell somebody if they were you? What would you tell yourself, looking at yourself in front of you?
Stop procrastinating. You gotta stop procrastinating, because when you want to do it and you feel that you need to do it, you gotta do it. Because I had so many times where I'm just like, I don't even feel like doing this no more.
So how do you stop procrastinating then? What do you tell yourself, since you're talking to yourself now? So how do you stop procrastinating then? What's that key thing will make you say, I'm going to stop procrastinating, I'm going to do it now, just get up and do it regardless? What makes you do that?
You got to know what you want, and you got to really be going for what you want. That's the only thing that's going to stop you from procrastinating, because you can know what you want and just not be sure, but you got to be sure. You got to be sure on what you want. Once you're sure on what you want, you'll know how to move. It all depends on how you want to move, how you want this thing to go, how you see your music career going is what's going to stop you from procrastinating.
What inspires your music? What type of music you do?
What inspires my music? A lot of I would say different artists. Different artists inspires my music. Just knowing some of my family had history in music.
Like who?
My grandmother.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear her do anything?
I didn't. Okay. But I know. As long as I know, that's all I need to know. Cause one time I was maybe about 10 when I worked my first song. Cause I found a book, a little notebook, and I was reading it. I couldn't really know what I was writing because the handwriting was messed up. But to me, it looked like, and as I was reading it, it sounded like it could be a song. So at that point on, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to try to write another song. And when I wrote that song, I took it to school. I recorded it. I had my mom buy me like a mic off Amazon. It was $60. I put a blanket over my head, the mic in there, made me a whole booth out of my mattresses and pillows and things like that. And I recorded on Audacity. I ain't had no auto-tune, no nothing. I didn't know what I was doing. I knew that I pressed record and it was going to record. I did that, and through my middle school, once I got in middle school and I did that, everybody liked it. So from that point on, I was just like, I need to just keep going. Like, I can't stop now. So I love this.
Tell me, so you talk about your mom and everything. Tell me a little bit about your childhood. How would you describe your childhood?
I could say, me personally, my childhood won't rough.
Let me say this before. I'm sorry. If I say anything, ask you something you don't want to answer, you just you can brush me off and say, man, I ain't got time to answer that, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool.
So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just tell me something about your childhood. How was your childhood growing up?
It was pretty good for the most part. It was pretty good.
So you didn't have the gats out and go and bang them up. You ain't go gang bang and all that. You say no. Okay. Just say I plead the fifth. Then don't incriminate yourself. Now don't make. I was assuming you look like a young kid never did that. That's why I said it. So I shouldn't ask that question, should have. But go ahead.
I mean, I did a few things my family and my people not aware of.
Okay. We're gonna get into that then. Yeah.
But at the same time, I knew where I wanted to be. I knew how I wanted to do it. Like, and then I get in trouble. Like, when my mama know when I used to have a little fun. Soon as she go to work, I go joyriding.
Oh,
me and my friend will go racing in the cars. We ain't had no license, no permit.
Oh man, I understand. Believe it or not,
pulled over one time.
Yeah,
my homeboy was in his mama Benz. He got pulled over, man. She came over there cussing us out.
Oh man.
Came over there because then all we was trying to do was go to a studio. That's all we was doing.
Okay.
Going to a studio in the neighborhood. With him, he think he in the Benz, he speeding and stuff.
Oh man, so he's a man now. He chilling now. Like I'm legit.
Yeah.
I'm legit. I'm legit.
The S550.
I think I know that a blue and tan interior.
Yeah, it was like navy.
Yeah.
It was like a dark. Yeah, it was like a dark color. Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no more. You know what I mean? I just guessed that. But go ahead.
But no, it was all about music, man.
I got you.
Everything I did, I'm glad I did it, whether it was bad or good. So don't regret anything you do, because I don't regret nothing I ever do, because at the same time everything gonna be a learning lesson, and that go along with music. You can't drop something and expect it's gonna be just off the top as soon as you drop it. You know, it's a learning lesson. You might do something and it might not hit, but then once you do that and it don't hit, you gonna know like, dang, where I go wrong on this. Okay. Now you're gonna be able to fix your music to still your liking, but in a different way to where it can go farther to where you want it to go. You know,
I'm a firm believer. You know, like everybody knows that not everybody, but I'm letting everybody know that the motto of our show is your talent will make room for you. So I'm a firm believer, if anything that's deep in your heart, it's for you, and you do it from your feelings. You know what I mean? A lot of times you take any of your, this is just my take on it, and you can let me know if you feel any different, that's fine. But my take on it, if anything is in your heart and you do it from your heart, and most people make the best music comes from their pain and their experience. And once they live out of their pain and their experience, that's when it doesn't come authentic, and it will come out if it's not authentic. If it's not coming from a true place inside of you, and that's with anything, because that's what your talent is that true place inside of you, and that's my take on it. What do you think about that?
I think that's true. A lot of artists that I see go big are doing the pain or the stuff they can relate to.
Yeah,
you know, things you can relate to. If you writing from your heart, freestyle, however you do and record your music, if you feel it in your heart, that's when you know that you're doing the right thing. If you're not feeling it, forget it. Forget it. It's not for you. That. Now I'm not gonna say music not for you, but that specific track, like you can't have all this pain like you ride wave and want to talk about your girl leaving you or this happened in your lifetime or whatever like that. You can't have all that pain, but you trying to write like you little baby talking about jewelry and money and cars and stuff like that, because that's not you. You not living that lifestyle right now. He can talk about that. He's at that point where he can talk about that. If you write on your experiences and how you feel, I promise your music will be 10 times better.
I got you.
You have to not only study the ones who came before you, but study yourself. Because if you study yourself, it'll be a different feeling. Cause at first me writing music, I didn't know which way I wanted to go. I did so many different types of music. That's why I even said at the beginning, Cold World, I'm kind of straying away from that. Like, yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was cool. A lot of people liked it, but I feel a different type of way. You can like it all you want, but it's not about the fans liking it. If I like it first, it's gonna be a million other people that's gonna like it too. Yeah. So don't be scared to drop something. If you think, I don't know how that sound. It's a lot of artists out here, but still get that buzz because they love what they doing. As long as you love what you doing, it's gonna be a million other people loving what you doing.
So who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist? Ooh, my favorite artist that really inspired my music, I say Rod Wave, and that's the male artist, but I kind of got a female artist too, Kaylani. If I ain't even gonna say if, when I see you, I'm making a song with you.
Right,
if you see this, 2Marvelous, 2.Marvelous on Instagram, either one of y'all, I want to feature.
Okay. All right. Yeah, what I'm planning on doing here real soon, it's gonna be on, but don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Tell us this is a new platform. So if we need to change something, matter of fact, this is a family. Y'all the family. We trying to develop a community of positive people and positive thoughts. People that's doing positive, like
2Marvelous.
Like 2Marvelous. That's trying to. That's trying to be something in life, do something great. If y'all have a comment, something to say it, and we'll more likely listen, and then we'll appreciate the family. This is the family we're talking to, and this is family also. So,
right.
So getting back to what I was saying, what do you think about the old school rappers? Could an old school rapper come to you and tell you anything?
Can an old school rapper?
You take an old school rapper.
Me personally, one of my favorite old school rappers is 50 Cent.
Okay, you consider 50 Cent old school, man. 50 Cent for the new school. What up, 50? But anyway, but go ahead.
For you.
Yeah, I know. I love 50. 50, man. Hey, man, 50. I love your book, man. I love what you're doing. I read both of your books. I'm not big on the 48 Laws of Power, but you did the 50th law. I read that one first, but I wasn't crazy about 48 Laws of Power. But Robert Greene, it was all good. But your last book was it Hustle Harder, I think.
Yep.
Awesome book, man. It's a perfect book, man. Love your book. But anyway, get back to 50. Go ahead.
Like if I seen a matter of fact, I'm gonna start it like this. I seen a post on Instagram. It was about Jay-Z though.
Okay.
It said, "Would you rather take $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z?"
Okay.
Me as an artist,
Okay.
forgetting $1 million.
Okay.
Because the $1 million can take you to where you want to be, but once you get there, what you doing next?
Okay. That makes sense.
You take Jay-Z, or 50, and you sit down there and you listen to what they got to say and you really apply it to your game, that can take you to unimaginable heights.
I agree. Okay.
Somewhere you thought you wouldn't even go.
Can you go back to an older artist, older than 50?
Yes.
So who? Tim, you give me some old school rap. The reason, because this is where rap originated, and because you gotta, in no way something functions, sometimes you gotta know where it come from and how it got there. So give me another artist before 50.
Before 50.
Give me somebody that you say I can listen to him, or I listen to him, or I understand. Even you didn't like the rap, but I understand the process because of this rap. If you have any, if you have anything, if you don't, that's fine. I'm just asking.
Me personally, I think Pac would be a good example for that question.
Okay.
Because if you look at Pac, he was never the same throughout his career.
Okay.
He was never the
got
same.
you. I got you.
Always. You got different songs with different Pac, or different types of Pac as the years went on.
Yeah.
So he's one of those artists where you can, like I was saying, if you feel like this not working, or that's not what you want to do, or that's not where you want to be, and you don't feel it in your heart no more, go ahead and change that. That's be scared.
He did. He did it his way. I agree. He did
it his way and didn't care.
Yeah.
Didn't care what nobody thought.
Yeah.
Pac was gonna be Pac.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
And I
but the thing about it though, I'm gonna say this about Pac, and I love his music, but even him, like I said, we're all about positivity though, but even him, once he started trying to live that lifestyle, because he was man. Did you know he was in Baltimore? He went to, he was in Baltimore. That's why Baltimore's so great, man. This is another reason we understand from Baltimore, because some of your major entertainers, some of your major businessmen, major historical figures, We talking about like Thurgood Marshall, man. We got an airport named after him because he was from Baltimore. We talking about so many people that come from Baltimore. Even Pac came from Baltimore. He went to school here in Baltimore. But I'm talking about once Pac was in school, he was a whole entirely different person.
Right.
From when he met up after jail to death row. Right. But I'm saying that because the last couple of times I was doing interviews with people, and every one of them, one of them was in jail for 35 years, the other one was in jail for 12. But every last one of them that was in jail would tell you, don't even try to live that life. Because when you try to live that life, that even Pac, when Pac first came out, Dear Mama and all that stuff before, Keep Your Head Up and all that stuff before he went to death row, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that music. That's not what I'm not saying. What I am saying is sometimes that type of lifestyle put you in those positions. Right. And if that's what, and it always, the gangster movie ends the same way. Every gangster needs the same way. So that I just want to say that because he wanted to change, but and he knew what he wanted. I can't say the Pac was awesome. He knew what he wanted. There's nothing wrong with it, but he knew what he wanted. But I'm just saying that lifestyle normally always end up in the same position. Right. The same spot, either here or here. There's nothing in between.
And I'm glad you said that because I feel like a lot of artists, when they make it, and once they get to where they want to be, they not only do their music change, but their personality change.
Okay.
So, me personally, I would say, stay true to who you are. That's how you last longer. That's how you last longer. And I'm not just talking about in the music game, but life.
That's good. From can I ask how old are you? If you want to reveal your age, if you don't want to reveal your age, let's say next question.
I just turned 22.
Okay. When was your birthday? You say you just turned 21.
May 19.
Okay. Would you popping like what was it? Cristal and what was the other stuff? Ace of Spades. Was you popping bottles?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. I won't popping bottles, but I was sitting on the porch writing.
Okay.
I was writing. I'm not really a party person. I am. Don't get me wrong. But
tell the truth. Look. What you tell the truth? Are you a party? If you don't party, you don't party. 50 Cent.
I love to party.
Okay.
But I know right now is not the time to party. I'm trying to make it to where I want to be. Cause guess what? Especially being an artist, or producer, or anything in this music game, you gonna go to tons of parties after you make it. Once you make it, you gonna go to tons of parties. You gonna have so many parties where you gonna have to pick, and you might want to sit in the house like, man, I'm not going nowhere.
I tell you, we just did a podcast. I mean, somebody just did a podcast I looked at the other day. I think it's one of the best podcasts. Not the best podcast, but it's the best. This, of course, is my opinion, of course. It was Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was on the Pivot. And I think, and I look at the Pivot a lot. Now, shout out to the Pivot. I know shout out to the Pivot. I got to give it up to him. But they did Snoop Dogg, man. And Snoop Dogg, if you get a chance, check out Snoop Dogg. Check out Snoop Dogg.
One of my favorite old artists.
Oh man, he's my favorite too, man. Snoop Dogg is and then he was I have to commend Snoop Dogg because he made that adjustment. You got some rappers, and like I said, I'm not putting down no rappers, man. I'm like, get your shine on. What you do is your business. You know what I mean? Hey. Right. But all I'm saying is Snoop Dogg was the one that actually came out and said how he left the street. And not only did he leave the street, he left everybody there. He said, look, y'all go ahead and y'all do what y'all do, but I got to make it in business. And then once he did that, man, he made a difference on his community with the kids and all these other things he's doing. But if y'all check out, I gotta get Pivot another shout out for doing Snoop Dogg. That's one of my favorite rappers too, man. Snoop Dogg, the man. Yeah. I hear that, man. Everybody, there's a lot of people didn't like his stuff when he went to No Limit, man. I think he had some cold stuff. Hey, yes, that stuff was hard. When he came back with the last meal on No Limit, that joint was knocking, boy. A lot of people didn't. That joint was knocking.
I think people need to pay attention to Snoop. Because, like we was talking about Pac, and I'm not, rest in peace Pac, but where's Pac?
What my beard so I can pull some out for Pac? Get up to the brother, to the homie.
Where's Biggie? Where's a lot of them artists that was with Snoop? It's either they gone, or you just don't know what they doing or where they at. But if somebody tell you Snoop Dogg, you can name a million things he doing right now.
Snoop is the man. Hats off. Man, I want to commend him, man. That's what that he always been my, and man, I was back in the Easy E day. I'm an old head. Man, he made me mad when he started going against Easy E.
I like Easy, Cube.
Yeah, man.
That's another one.
Man, he hurt my heart with no Vaseline, man. I tell you what, I tell you, one time we went to me and my brother, we went to the Scope. Believe it or not, I hung with a lot of these artists. I didn't hang with them, but we went to the Scope to see NWA, and NWA was at Scope in Norfolk. Man, I don't even know what year this was. And my brother was there. And man, they had this comedian. The comedian was there. They was joking on each other. This don't mean anything. My brother was joking on the comedian, and he did such a good job. The comedian Gator, he was with NWA, gave him a jersey. Next thing we know, I mean not a jersey, but a shirt. Said back then they was giving out shirts said F the police. It didn't say F, but it just had the letters, and you had to fill it in for yourself, the police. But anyway, a couple of days later, we saw the same guy. I mean, we little kids, right? A couple of days later, the same guy that was chopping up with my brother that was in the crowd, they gave him the shirt. We saw him on the video with NWA, man. We went crazy. Yeah, there you go. But it was cool, man. We had a good time with it, man. But yeah, we was talking about Snoop, man. And yeah, man, that old school, man. I think we can. Ice Cube is another, man. You talking about these are businessmen, and these guys actually they rapped about it, but they could separate it, and that's the cool thing about it. It's something different. That's the best part. They okay, I'm rapping about this, but I'm gonna make this movie now.
Right.
I'm rapping about this, but I'm gonna take this book. I'm going to acting school.
You have to, cause no matter what you do in music, it's not gonna last forever.
No, Snoop Dogg though.
You don't right.
But I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
With his music. Don't get me wrong. As long as your music is being played, you gonna get
Snoop Dogg music. The only reason his music is being played because he's doing other things also.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You still want people to remember you. You want people to still recognize you. You don't want to be one of them artists that was up here and now out of nowhere you just down here. Ain't nobody think about you. Snoop over there with Martha Stewart.
Yeah, I ain't mad at Snoop. I ain't mad. I like Martha, man. Martha straight up gangster. Martha went to jail and got gangster, man. And I'm just sorry. I don't know nothing about those people. I don't even know them, but I tell you what, we're in the pod right now, and what we do, we take. I believe that everybody's a celebrity, man. And I had this little conversation the other day where I was saying how that. You're a celebrity. I'm a celebrity, and we make the celebrities because what we do as people, we look at people that took their talent and what they did, they maximized on their talent. They took their talent and they took every bump, every bruise, and they continue to fight and to become who they became. And so what we do as people, a lot of times. We look at our talent it's deep in our heart, and we say we can't do it, and we quit. And once we quit, we look at somebody else. We look at somebody else that maximized and did. When it got hard, they got up and fought harder. So we look at that person that does that, and we put them up on this pedestal, and then they have every right to be on that pedestal. But what I'm telling everybody. You're just as great. You're a celebrity also, man. And we got a celebrity in the house.
Exactly.
I'm a celebrity too. You know what I mean? What up? But anyway, what I'm saying is, but we put these people and we appreciate their greatness to put their talent and give their talent to the world. They didn't hide it. You know what I'm saying? Your talent will make room for you. So,
right. You can't hide it. I had days where like I just wanted to just be like, man, forget it. Like. I'm not making the amount of money to go to the studio and record all these songs, or I'm not making enough money to put these songs out and promote them how I really wanted them to. But guess what? Your time will come.
That's true.
Your head down.
That's true.
Writing. You make beats. You're a producer. Keep making beats.
Let me ask you a question. If I'm sorry to cut across you. If you keep writing, you keep going. I'm just going to see what your answer is. Say if your stuff would never get discovered. What will your answer be to that?
If your stuff never gets
Yeah,
discovered.
yours not mine because I'm not a rapper. My man, well, a couple of times I bust that 16, but I was so cold with it, and, you know, and I had to shut everybody down. They didn't want to battle me no more. But that's another story. But go ahead.
I say, if your music never gets discovered,
What would you do?
what would I do?
Yeah, you.
Well, see, that's a great question, but I don't feel like that's a question for me.
Okay.
You know
let me talk that.
Because
Then let me hear what you gonna say. Then
There will never be a time. I will never let it be a time where I keep doing this and don't get discovered.
Okay.
Because then at that point, I know I'm doing something wrong.
Okay.
And what I'm doing wrong is not trying to hard enough.
Okay.
Not grinding enough.
Okay.
Because there's kids out here that's getting buzzed by one video.
Okay.
You post that one. You might can post that one video, and your songs take off.
Okay.
But it's all up to you.
Okay.
It's all up to you whether you gonna get heard or whether somebody else gonna get heard before you.
So you don't have a time where you're gonna put a short out. It's this guy. I've been looking at this guy. I mean, he got this short out. I don't even know his name. I guess he's from Chicago. It's Pimp somebody. All he talking about is pimping. But he look every bit of 60. But he cold with the words. Yeah. I don't know if you see. He cold with the words though. He look like a couple of teeth are missing. But he was talking about his pimp game. But he cold with the words. Come out with his fur coat song. We cold with the words, man. But so, are you gonna put out any shorts, or are you gonna put out any videos, or are you what are you doing to get your stuff out? What are you going to do? If you're not, what are you going to? What are you doing, or what are you going to do?
Well, so right now, I just went to the studio and I recorded 3 songs.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do with those songs is, one.
Did you record Uncle? What's the name of it?
I ain't record. Hey.
What is it? A theme song? Oh no, we ain't gonna talk about that. Go ahead. Had to slide. That was a jab. I'm telling y'all, that was a jab. Had to get that one in. That was a jab now. But go ahead.
Hey, but, nah, I'm for one, promotions. And promotions don't gotta be just making a video. You don't have to just make a video about yourself. You don't even gotta be in the video. Post a song with a little clip or something like that.
That's what we're asking.
These days, a lot of people like challenges on TikTok or whatever like that. Make your song a challenge. And then I would say, no matter what state you in, look up open mics. Try to find open mics. Go out there. A lot of talent agents be at those open mics. So if you go out there, put on your best face and your best show, you might catch a deal right there. Now I ain't gonna tell you to sign every deal.
Yeah,
because every deal ain't a good deal.
Yeah, man.
But if you get that chance, go with a lawyer too. By the way, make sure that deal's good. But if you get that chance and you get time to do that, that could be one of the ways you'll get some shine too. And if you gotta go to a different open mic every weekend or whenever you got the time, do it, because no time is better than now.
All right, party people out there in the place to be. The name is Dilly Dog, man. Hit that 16 on. I'm gonna let it go right now. But I want to tell everybody, man, hit that like button, man. Y'all share, man. It's Be More Pod. Subscribe. Be More Pod. You can go BeMorePod.com. is the website. Like, we still working on the website. This is for booking. And on also go to BeMorePod@gmail.com. If you have, right now the chat is open. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
Do it.
Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If we need to go up, go down, man. This family. This is for the family again, and I appreciate the community and the family. If y'all want to be on the pod, you can book it. I'm looking for a DJ to come up here every so often. Come up and just cut it up. Come on up on the pod. We're gonna showcase a couple of DJs up here. If anybody interested, hit me up on BeMorePod@gmail.com. I'll be looking for some cool DJs. Just come up and cut it up. We're looking for some old school artists. I want some old school. We going back to some party people. Let's get funky. You know anything about that?
New school artists. Don't get discouraged by that.
No.
Old school artists.
No, it's not a competition. I'm telling y'all, it's not a competition. It's no competition. You all look.
It's not, because we had to learn it from somewhere.
That's it. It's no competition. I don't want nobody to get discouraged. Look, I'm just an old head. You know what I mean? You see this? You know, I'm just old head, and I like the new stuff too. I ain't. My girl is Cardi B though, boy. I'm telling you, that girl be rocking, boy. I mean, she got some bangers, man. I like Cardi B. Think she one of the smartest girls in the world, man. Her and Megan Thee Stallion, man. And I love some J. Cole. I love the new artists, but I still like to give the old artists.
You ain't say 2Marvelous.
I'm sorry about that, brother. I'm sorry, nephew. I like 2Marvelous too. Sure yeah. But 2Marvelous, I gotta be honest with you, 2Marvelous. I'm not into the. I love some of it. I'm gonna tell you to be honest. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. That's all I can be is honest. The reason I like the older school, because I don't know about nobody else. I'm not. This is only about me. Right. I can put on a song, especially got a message, and I can tell the difference between if I put on a KRS-One, or if I put on a Big Daddy Kane, or if I put on a 50 Cent, I put on a Tupac, I put on a Biggie, I put on any one of them artists, I put on a Snoop, I put on the Dre, I put on the Eazy-E, I put on Spice One.
Okay.
I can put on any of them artists on, and I know I can listen to it, and I know exactly who it is. But in today's artists, so much of the music sounding just like the other artists. To me, it takes away the authenticity of hip hop. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. I have nothing against it. And back in the day when I'm from the '80s, and when the '80s rap was just getting started, that's when R&B was a big thing out. And on the radio station, they used to, I understand it, because back in the day, they used to say around the radio, we will play no hip hop on this radio station.
Yeah.
They would say it. But the point I'm making with that is, I'm not into, I personally don't get into the ones that sound just like the other one, and you know, there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm glad he's saying that for all you new independent artists. That's find your sound.
That's my opinion. I mean, because some guys, some people love it. I'm not knocking them from loving it. I need to hear some more stuff.
Yeah,
give me some more stuff. Then I can come out here and say.
See, even like me, I'm right now I'm trying to find a way. I see a lot of artists. They'll pick these rap beats and then try to sing on it, but it ain't a lot of artists really. It's a few. I can say it's a few that's combining that R&B and rap.
Okay.
Finding that new sound, and I feel like I should be one of those.
I tell you my artists. Personal opinion, of course, the best person that did that in that aspect is Drake.
Is Drake?
Drake. As far as he sing on it, Drake killed the game, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just playing.
Drake killed the game, man. And another thing about Drake though, you put a Drake on, you can know him from any other artist. Drake to me don't sound like no other artist.
The grassy Drake. Nah,
I don't know. I don't know. I can't. Yo, I don't even know about Soulja Boy, man. So Soulja Boy, get your money. I ain't mad at Soulja Boy. Get your money. I ain't mad. Get your money. Get your money. That's, you know, I ain't mad at Soulja Boy.
Drake is one of those artists, and I know you said it's not a competition, but me, I'm a competitive person.
Okay.
Since I'm on here, I'm coming for you, Drake.
Hey, I ain't gonna do it.
Drake. I know that's a huge thing. A lot of people say.
What do you mean is this? Drake just signed a $200 million $200 million. Drake, what do you mean? What he meant, Drake, is come for him. He needs some help. Cause you can teach him. Ain't no this where this.
Yeah. That's you right. That's what I mean.
You need to go to Drake for help.
When I say I'm coming for you, it ain't no diss. It's nothing. But I want to get you doing the kind of music I want to do. Well,
and so he need to be your mentor though.
So that way,
instead of going for him, ask him what you. Instead of saying I'm coming for you, what you. I'm not gonna tell you what you should do. But my opinion, you can be competitive. There's a difference being competitive and being receptive. You can be receptive and competitive at the same time. That dude Drake is the one that can put you where you want to be with a blink of an eye. So you don't want to, and you don't want to compete with him. You don't want to compete with him. You don't want to. I'm gonna tell you something happened.
I feel like I have to.
I'm not
necessarily compete with Drake, but compete with myself to be better than Drake.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. But as far as coming out, I'm coming for you. You know what you should be saying is, Drake, come for me. That's what you should be saying. You should be saying, Drake, come for me.
But see, me and Drake don't even though I want to work with Drake.
Come on, man.
And I want to do the
different
same,
levels of trophy. Trophy. Shit, I ain't going there.
I want to do the same. I want to do something similar.
That's why
I don't want it. I don't sound like you.
You don't have to sound like him. If you want to do something similar, that's why you just go. You don't have to sound like him. But if you want to do something like him, that's when you say, I need you to mentor me, to show me how to do this.
Right.
What's my steps? Now, if this like this, if you need something from me, and you see if you compete against me, you say I'm coming for you. First thing, I'm gonna cut your legs off even before you get anywhere. So there's no competition. You wouldn't even be there.
Right now, it ain't no. I can't.
That's why you should have said it.
I cannot compete with Drake.
That's why you should have said it. That's what I'm saying. Right now,
I'm a competitive person.
But
so when it comes down,
I gotta leave it alone.
When it come down to music, I feel like I have to chase after what Drake is doing.
You can chase it.
I have to.
There's nothing wrong with chase it.
Because once I get there, I can evolve.
But he can help you get there. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it right. I ain't debating it. All I'm saying is he can, instead of, and you can use his platform. He might hear it or not, but instead of using his platform and say, help me, you saying, I'm coming for you. This guy can make a phone call to make your life. Yeah. Or he can make a phone call to destroy your life. And again, he can't destroy it, but he can make it much harder for you. Or he can make it easier for you. Instead of saying, I'm coming. And that's why I was saying, that's why I said about the older rappers, they got something that they can offer you instead of saying, I'm coming. I wouldn't even think of him. I wouldn't even say nothing but, Drake, put me on.
See, but that's the thing about me. And to other independent artists, it's not wrong to tell somebody to put you on. Yeah, it's not wrong to ask somebody to put you on. But me personally,
what I'm saying is the word I mean put me on is, it's that conversation with Jay-Z.
Right.
That's what that is. That's put me on. That's that conversation with Jay-Z. I'm not like put me on y'all. No, I'm talking about that's that conversation with Jay-Z.
Right.
He can get you that conversation with Jay-Z. That's the point I'm making.
I agree.
He can get you that conversation with Jay-Z. Excuse me. He can get you that. But if you say I'm coming after you, that means you ain't gonna have no conversation with nobody. Because
I love Drake. I ain't. If you took it like that, Drake. If you see this, I ain't mean it
Drake,
like that.
He didn't take it like, but I took it like that for you. How that sound? I took it like that. I took it like that. All right, then, get it right there. I ain't gonna make him apologize or nothing, but I took it like that. But you understand?
Drake is that guy.
I know he is. But you understand what I'm saying though. But you understand the point I was making with that. I'm not saying get on the jock rider, but that's what I'm not saying. But I'm saying, man, I'm just saying respect every rapper.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Instead of competition, man, if these rappers, I mean, I'm not saying once you get there and you going for number one, if you going for number one, he going for number one, or he personally did something to you, that's something different.
Everybody going for number one.
That's my point. But some rappers, you one time you had Drake and Lil Wayne. They were battling competition for number one at one time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they was on the same team. Lil Wayne picked these dudes up and said, come on, get your number one on. Right. But I'm going to battle you too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is just get there.
Right.
And he could be the one to get you there.
Right.
Not saying put you on. He can give you, I forgot who it was. They ran across this rapper. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember, but it's okay. He ran across this rapper one time, and he said, man, I ran across this rapper one time, and he gave me one piece of advice. It was on rap. I knew who it was. This guy was at this party. It wasn't even a rapper. This dude was a rapper, but Quincy Jones was there. I don't know who it was. I forgot the guy's name. And all of a sudden, he said to Quincy, because he's an elder, and he respect Quincy for who Quincy was, because he could have blew the old mother. We don't know nothing.
Right.
But he went there. He said, Quincy walked by me and said, "What's up, young blood?" He said, "Hello, Mr. Jones. How you doing?" And he said, Quincy Jones looked at me and said, "I'm gonna tell you a secret." He said, "How does dude know who I am? A rapper." He said, "Look, the secret is this. I don't know if it works now or not, but this is the story that he told. He said, less words, more hook, because you're hot. If you give them more hooks and less words, you were hot number one." He said, "I went on home to that studio that night. And I wrote one song. He named the song. I can't remember the song. He wrote the song down and put that joint out. It blew up. I'm not saying you do the same thing, but
that works. That still works. Most of the songs that's going Billboard 100 has those catchy hooks.
But the point I was making with that is he did not diss nobody.
He took that advice and ran with it.
My point is that one word could get you where you need to be.
Right.
That one word from that Drake can get you be where you need to be.
Right.
There's no need to make enemies right now.
Oh no, I ain't trying to. I'm
gonna let you know. I'm letting you know.
Make no enemies
that's what I'm saying. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. Some people are sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what,
if you took to offense what I said,
there you go.
I apologize.
There you go. He apologized.
I apologize.
He apologized.
Drake is one of the greatest artists.
He is. I'll tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you, you know, I mean, at first I didn't like him, right? I really didn't like him at first, right? Because at first I didn't like when he first came out with his first mixtape. He came out with his mixtape. His first tape was his mixtape, basically. Everything was his first tape. Back in the day, we used to have cassette tapes and CDs.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that.
I do.
But anyway, but his first CD, was basically his mixtape. I said, man, what is it? Different. That's why I'm saying his lane. His lane is, I don't care what nobody else is doing. I'm gonna get in this lane of my rap, sing stuff, and I'm gonna run with it. Me, I'm MWA. You know what I mean? I'm Ice Cube. Give me some 50 Cent. Give me them 50 Cent. Yeah. So I didn't appreciate it. When he came out, I said, man, I don't like this, I don't like this. But man, then the more he came out, man, this dude came out, man, hard.
Yeah.
The production was hard. So I'm just saying, and he became his own, man. I mean, I think he one of the hottest out, man.
That's that new stuff.
I didn't even hear this. You hear this new album? I didn't hear his new album. You hear this new? He just dropped one a couple of months ago. I ain't hear it. A lot of people don't like it.
Unless you, I don't know if he dropped one after, but unless you talking about Certified Lover Boy.
I don't know the name of. I ain't hear no. I don't. He got a couple of hits on the. He got a couple of songs on the radio. Got to get some radio play now. Getting radio play a couple of songs. But to me, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard the whole thing.
I know when he dropped that.
You heard some
Certified Lover Boy. He was like.
When did he drop that?
Man,
it been
sometime last year.
Nah, he dropped a new album. I think. A couple of months ago. A couple of months ago, he just dropped some new stuff.
I haven't heard it. No offense, Drake. I
ain't heard it neither. I heard a lot of people didn't like it, but I haven't heard it. But he always had to come up with something hard, man. He come up with something hard. But anyway.
Drake always come back.
Yeah, I'm saying he got some hard, but he always, man, he came up, man, he got, man, trophy, man, that's my joint, man, Drake, he got some hard stuff. Yeah, he got some hard stuff, man. To me, he got some hard stuff, but like I said, to each his own. To each his own. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. A lot of people don't like him. You know what I mean? I'm more of a like you said, 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Like I can't even, you know, the last rappers that I really listen to a little teeny bit new school is that to me that changed the game is the Migos. Now everybody started sounding like Amigos now. Everybody, so that's why I got out of it. But anyway, I guess you got anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Man, like I said this whole time, stay true to yourself. Do not stray away from who you are in this music, even if you hear somebody that you feel like, oh, it sounds better than you, or somebody that you want to portray. Don't portray them, portray you. portray you, because that's when you're gonna get your best music, your best quality, and you gonna love it. And like I said, also, it's gonna be a million other people that's gonna love it just like you.
All right, Party People, the place to be. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm looking for a record deal. I'm gonna hit this quick 16 for y'all, right? 1 for the money and 2 for the time. All right, y'all get it.
2Marvelous.
Look, hit me up. Drake, did you hear that? 50? Oh, you want me to hit that 16 again?
Go ahead, let me hear it.
No. You know, freestyle ain't free, baby. Nah, freestyle ain't free. Freestyle ain't free. But I appreciate everybody, man. This is just a little preview of what's to come on this. We at the pod. We are at the pod, but pretty soon from the pod, My Opinion podcast is gonna be running. The pod is in Baltimore, and you can check us out on Be More Pod.
Be More.
Be More Pod, y'all. Subscribe. What else?
Follow, like, share.
There you go. What he just said. I'm telling y'all.
Also, follow me on Instagram at 2.marvelous and be on the lookout for my new album.
All right. Look out for Marvelous Hagler.
2Marvelous.
Oh, 2Marvelous. I'm just joking with you. 2Marvelous is in the house.
2 and P. 2Marvelous.
Hey, hit that boo. Hit one of them things in there. Give me some hand claps. Give me some cheers in there.
Yeah, y'all need. Yeah, make sure y'all check it out.
Check it out. This is, like I said, we at the pod. The pod is gonna be open to anybody that want to rent this lovely professional podcast space out starting July 1st. Check us out. You can go online at bemorepod.com. The website is getting worked on right now. July 1st, you can probably start booking the next couple of weeks. Y'all check us out. Thank y'all. Family, we love you.
Yeah.
Remember, your talent will make room for you.